The following podcast contains sick beats and some fucking naughty words.
Fuck you.
We watch a thing. We watch a thing. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to We Watched a Thing, where this week we did not watch anything. Ain't that right, Dave?
Fuck no, we didn't.
We absolutely did not. There's just nothing really coming out this week.
Well, you wanted me to watch that horror movie, and I said, fuck you, I'm going to Comic-Con all weekend.
Yeah. How was Comic-Con, by the way? Give us a rundown.
Oh, so much fucking fun. No, really good. A mate of mine was doing all of the emceeing and running all the panels.
Yeah.
And yeah, shout out, Quinny, you fucking killed it. You were amazing. But no, this was like they made it just for me. I think I posted online 3 of the shows that I miss most of the last like 20 years. Winona Earp, Fringe, and Lost Girl.
Yeah, big Fringe fan here too. So
oh my god. So I met John Noble from Fringe, I met Rachel Scarston from Lost Girl, and I met half the entire fucking core cast of Winona Earp and had a fucking backstage meet and greet. Chatted to them for an hour. Every single person I met, just so generous with their time. I mean, Tim Rosen, fuck me, what a dude. He wasn't sitting behind the thing. He was out round the front of the table with everyone else. No, it was really fantastic. Just every single person was not a disappointment. They were nicer than I expected. So no, I had a fucking great time.
Awesome.
Autographs galore. Brilliant.
But you were too busy to watch a movie.
Yeah, no, fuck that shit.
So that's why this week we're doing something a little bit different. As some of you may know, we've been having a lot of fun lately doing some music stuff over on the Patreon. We've been doing a bonus series called, The Hunt for the Perfect Album, where we've been going
much
through.
Better than the main show. The main show sucks by comparison. It's shit. And the Patreon show rules.
And so I said, well, since we've got no movies to watch, why don't we do something music related and see how it goes, see if people are keen on that kind of thing, and maybe it's something we incorporate in the future. Who knows? But we threw some topics around it, and we landed on best drinking songs, which...
I don't know why that came up trumps.
Yes, we are both a little buzzed as we speak. But I like leaving the brief a bit loose like this, because when I posted this for some listener feedback, I said, look, interpret that how you will. Is it songs that you listen to while drinking that you love to scream out? Is it songs about drinking? Is it maybe both, which is the best kind of drinking song? So we're going to come up with a list of 10 each, so that at the end of this show, you've got a playlist of 20 songs to jam out to while you're getting your trolley on.
Plus, we should include the listener songs in the playlist as well. So it'll be more than
100%. Yeah. And so I think our gimmick is no double ups. So whoever gets to go first may have an advantage, because we're not going to have any double ups at all. And we'll get you guys to vote.
You off mic. It's not going to happen.
I don't believe you.
I got into the spirit early and did my initial list of 20 to 30 fucking smashed. And then the next day when I looked at it, it was like, who made this list? I don't think we're going to have any double
I'm
ups.
curious. And we'll get you guys to vote on the better list as well. So I think that's going to be fun.
That'll be you.
Let's see who gets to go first. All right. I'm going to flip a coin. I want you to heads or tails me, okay?
Always heads. Give me
heads. Heads, my man. So you're up first. Hit us up with your number one best drinking song and why.
Oh, wait on. I've got mine arranged like... So what I've done...
I reckon in case...
me. What I've done is order them as an evening.
Oh shit!
So
the only risk is that if we do have double ups and you have like your best songs at the end, I might take them.
I'm confident we won't.
Okay.
But the reason I've kind of done this is
you want it to progress from like a little buzz to wasted.
I want it to be like a concept album. No, when I approached the topic, I was like, well, what's a drinking song? And as you said, there's songs about drinking, or there are songs to listen to while you drink.
Yeah.
But and I was very much in the latter camp. Songs that you listen to while you drink or that make you want to drink or whatever. But that's changed over the course of my life. So I've got songs that are, they start playing in a bar. Everyone in the bar fucking joins in drunkenly and sings along. I've got those sort of songs. I've got songs that I want to listen to if I'm feeling depressed in a bar, nursing a whiskey.
Yep.
And so I've tried to arrange them so there's a sort of an arc.
Okay. All right. You do you. I'm just going to go from best, I think.
So mine is absolutely not from best. My best will be the last one that I bring out. But I have 100% confidence it's not on your list, so I don't give a shit. So I'm going to start, and this is not the worst. There's not a, mine's not by way of quality or how much I love it. Mine is starting with the song that is about the start of the evening. This is a song about heading out on a Saturday night, cash in your pocket, ready to hit the bar. It's by, and I could have done all 10 by this guy. It is by Tom Waits, one of my favorite artists of all time and one of the best fucking drinking song guys of all time. And it is called The Heart of Saturday Night. It's a fairly early Waits song. In the years before he got super gravelly. And I love all Waits. I love 80-year-olds or 70, whatever the fuck he is now. I love him singing now. I loved him in his 20s, back when he was appearing in Jim Jarmusch movies like Down by Law. But this song was the one, and I had about 6 Waits songs in my short list, but this was the one I settled on purely because lyrically it kind of it fit my road, my little road map.
Your arm around your sweet one, your Oldsmobile, barreling down the boulevard. You're looking for the heart of Saturday night. You got paid on Friday, your pockets are jingling, and you see the lights. You get all tingling cause you're cruising with a 6. You're looking for the heart of Saturday night.
Yeah, that is a nice drinking song. That's a nice kind of, I see what you mean. That's a start the evening song.
It's like lyrically, it's literally about walking out the door. You've got some coins in your pocket. You're looking for where the scene is on a Saturday night, and it's true. It's just one of his most beautiful songs. Fuck that early Waits. His voice back then was just sublime.
Nice.
I love crackly Waits, but that early one. Whew. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going in the opposite direction. That's definitely a whiskey song. I'm going with a stout song. I'm going with. I actually once, when I was in Boston, I walked into an Irish pub and this song was playing. And I had to message former co-host of the show, Topher, just to say, holy fuck. I walked in to an Irish bar in Boston and I'm Shipping Up to Boston by Dropkick Murphys is fucking playing. Because I tell you what, the Dropkick, you hear the start of this song and you just want to fucking get trolleyed.
Fuck yeah.
That intro honestly just gets me every time, and then it just goes from there. I lost my legs.
I've got 2 Murphy songs in my honorable mentions, and that's one of them.
Yeah. What's the other one?
I said I could have done a top 10 Waits songs. I could easily have done a top 10 Irish drinking songs. My honorable mentions just looks like a fucking St. Paddy's Day set list.
Yeah, no, I love that song. I think it's one of the best drinking songs ever written. It's just so great to listen to while you drink. All right, what's your number 2?
Well, speaking of Irish songs, So we've gone out the door. We've started in. We're looking for Saturday Night with Tom Waits. We find Saturday Night with one of the all-time great Irish drinking songs, which is Whiskey in the Jar. But I haven't gone with Thin Lizzy. I haven't gone with any of the Irish bands. I've gone with a fucking American heavy metal band cover.
Metallica?
Fuck yeah! Not only the sexiest film clip of all time. This is my favorite version of this song. This
yeah,
version
right.
fucking slaps.
Oh, the devil, he may take you.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, that is an excellent pick. I am a big Metallica fan, I gotta say, and that is a nice pick.
I like Metallica, and there are a few songs like One and Unforgiven and stuff that I really love. But generally speaking, I'm not a huge Metallica fan. But that cover. Oh, fuck, it just takes that already awesome song and just
Nice. All right, my number 2 is one that will definitely not be on your list and probably wouldn't have been on anyone else's list until you hear this track and you go, yes, that is the ultimate song about drinking. Because you know me, I'm an indie guy. It's who I am. I listen to indie tracks. This is by a guy called Tim Timebomb. And it's called She's Drunk All the Time. It's a little bit of a kind of polka, I guess. His instrumentation is fantastic. I can't not hear this song and think about Noosk. And it just has one of the best choruses of all time. Just every time I hear this song, this I think is the epitome of a song that is both about drinking and fun to sing when you're drunk.
My girl likes to drink whiskey. My girl likes to drink wine. My girl likes to drink beer, scotch, bourbon, and moonshine. Yes, I love my baby, but she's drunk all the time. When the night is early.
I just think it has such a vibe to it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I could have done with another 10, 20 seconds of that. That was getting into that.
I would recommend checking out some Tim Timebomb. He's got an interesting style, and that song is probably one of my favorites about drinking. So there you go. She's Drunk All the Time by Tim Timebomb. What is your number 3, mate?
All right. So we've gone out probably a little bit harder than we should have done with Metallica on our Saturday night. And we've started to get a little bit depressed.
I love that you've got a story to tell with your list.
There's a fucking tale to tell. There's highs, there's lows. It's all about the friends we made along the way. Yeah. So now we're kind of sitting in a bar and thinking about the one that got away, and seeing the other prospects maybe that are out there, and the boss comes in.
Ah, yes.
And he comes in with Tougher Than the Rest.
Right.
Which is, and fucking Springsteen fans, come at me. This is his most beautiful fucking song he has ever written.
His most beautiful.
Everything about this song.
No, mate. No. Can't be better than She Got a Secret Garden. Can't be better than that.
Oh, stop ruining my moment, you awful cunt. This song's fucking fantastic, and everything about it screams Smoky Bar.
Yeah, right. Do you think that is the best place to listen to this song?
Yeah.
Would you go so
100%.
far as to put a quarter in the jukebox to hear this song?
Oh my God, would I ever?
Do you need to be depressed drunk to listen to this song?
No, it's a beautiful song. It's about finding someone. It's not about being depressed. It's about being depressed and finding someone who is equally damaged and coming together. It's amazing.
Some girls, they want a handsome dame. some good-looking Joe. On their arms, some girls like a sweet-talking Romeo. Well, around here, baby.
Yeah, it's a nice song. It is nice.
So good.
I see you just cracked your second beer, by the way.
No. I'm fucking.
Oh.
Not only is it a whiskey, I thought of all the whiskeys that arrived today, because it was fucking Scotch Malt Whiskey Society delivery day, we have one entitled Fortune Favours the Brave. And I thought, fuck yeah, that's appropriate. 8-year-old Campbelltown ex-bourbon barrel. Thank you very much. Chin, chin. Oh,
all right.
Fuck me if you could smell that through the microphone.
Well, my number 3 is not about drinking at all, but I am a millennial. And as a millennial, it is an unwritten rule.
Don't rub my nose in it.
It is an unwritten rule that if this song comes on, particularly at like a wedding, this is like the ultimate wedding song. Let's say you're there, you're drunk, it's the end of the night. This is like the second last song to come on before YMCA. Have a guess.
Is it by Chumbawamba?
No. That song is actually not on my list, but it did make the listener feedback, so we'll get to that. This song is by one of your favorites, mate. It's The Killers, and it's Mr. Brightside. Because if this song comes on, you fucking get up and dance no matter how much you're about to spew. Jealousy, turning snakes into the sea, choking lullabies, choking on your alibi. I saw a TikTok recently, actually. There's this TikToker doing this series where he ruins songs by pointing out how much they sound like somebody else. If you listen to this song with a picture of Jerry Seinfeld up, you will never be able to listen to this song again because this guy sounds like fucking Jerry Seinfeld.
The fuck Brandon Flowers sounds like Jerry Seinfeld.
I'm coming out of my cage, Kramer. I'm telling you.
Fucking does not.
But yeah, that is my number 3.
With Spaceman?
That's my number 3, Mr. Brightside. You hear that song at a wedding and you're a little bit tipsy, you get up onto the floor and it slaps hard.
All right. We've been in the bar. We've shaken off our malaise.
Yep.
We've possibly hooked up with similarly depressed people. So we're fucking ready for the rest of the night now.
Yep.
And this is where we once again return to Irish drinking song territory because that's where I live. And one of the greatest, and there's so many versions of this. It is one of the perennials for like St. Pat's Day, etc. But I think one of the best versions of Rocky Road to Dublin is by Damien Leith, who you might remember from Australian Idol. He was an Irish guy who went on Australian Idol, and I think he came second. I don't recall exactly, but it's so polished. It's such a gorgeous version of this song.
I don't think I've ever heard of Damien Leith. The only Australian Idol person I could name would be Guy Sebastian.
Shannon Knoll, come on, Knowlesy.
Oh yeah, Knowlesy. Gotta love some Knowlesy.
And who's the
there was a chick. There was a bigger chick, Casey something.
That. But no, there's who's the Aboriginal girl who's been in like musicals and all sorts. Jessica Mauboy.
Oh yes, Mauboy. Yes, she performed at my work once for a Christmas party.
There you go. There's a few decent. I mean, for what it is, and I've got to shout out my man, the big fella who, Courtney, fucking hell, what's his name? His brother went on it a few years later and did really well as well. But Courtney, Fuck, it'll come to me.
Fuck it. Let's hear some Leaf.
City then I took the stroll all among the quality bundle it was stole in a neat locality. Something crossed my mind when I looked behind. No bundle could I find upon my stick. A wobble inquired up the road, stayed my corner road. Wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin. One, 3, 4, 5.
Mate, that is fucking great. That is
Yeah,
really
it is.
good.
Why'd you turn it off? Keep it going.
That's going to make my playlist.
It's so fucking good. I mean, the song itself is one of my favorite Irish drinking songs, but he did an album, maybe because he's Irish. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? He did an album of like traditional Irish songs, and they're all good, but his version of this fucking slaps. It's so good. It starts great, and it fucking crescendos up, and you're like, oh, give me Guinness.
Yeah, right.
Fucking great.
Nice. My number 4, if I'm keeping count correctly, which who knows at this point.
I fucking don't care.
I'm going with another indie band, and it's a band that I know you are familiar with because on our side series, I've given you one of their albums, and I'm talking the old 97s.
I was going to say, if you've got a drinking song by Martha, it's probably illegal.
And the old 97s are a real Memphis honky-tonk style band.
Yeah, they are.
And they have a fucking great banger called Let's Get Drunk and Get It On.
All night long. Let's get drunk and get it on. Take you to a cheap hotel out on the interstate. Well, you look so great to me. This is the perfect place for a rendezvous. It's got a rotten view, but the ice is free.
Let's drink whiskey and do it all night long. Fucking love this song.
Oh,
It's great. Like, it's similar to Tim Time Bomb. For me, it's one of those songs that is both about drinking, but is also so much fun to just shout out at the top of the lungs when you're drunk.
No, I can see that. Love it.
Yep. Nice. All right, over to your number 5, mate. We are burning through these.
All right. Play a little bit longer on this one when you it deserves it. It's a classic. Because what's happened now is obviously we've burnt the candle a little bit too much at both ends, and now we need to stop and we need to go and have a bit of an Italian dinner somewhere and have a bit of red wine. And so, of course, what happens when you turn on the jukebox? Dean Martin comes on with "Hey Brother, Pour the Wine." Because if anyone is synonymous with drinking, it's Dino.
Yeah.
Some people like Frank Sinatra. They're fucking wrong. Dino is the man from the Brat Pack. He is the man.
Enjoying the shade. Hey, brother, pour the wine. Drink the drink that I have made. Hey, brother, pour the wine. Tell you why the day is sunny. I'm in love with lips of honey. Will you see the way she walks? Hey, brother, pour the wine. She is coming here to stay. Hey, brother, pour the wine.
That is fucking classy. We have come at this from such different angles.
Can't you just picture like a trattoria Italian restaurant? Everyone's shoveling down spaghetti, Godfather style. The Chianti's flowing. That comes on, and the entire table's going, "Hey, brother, pour the wine." Fuck yeah. That's your halfway point in the evening where you get a bit of pasta into you to like soak up some of the drink.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. That's a classy choice. You and I have come at this from very different angles.
I had to have Dean Martin. It was that or a couple of other ones that were in the wings there that are in the honourable mentions, but that one's such a sing-along classic. It felt more like a drinking song.
Yeah. Well, speaking of sing-along classics, my number 5 definitely falls into that category. It's not about drinking at all, but it is a song, and in fact, it came up in the listener feedback, that if you hear this song, again, similar to Mr. Brightside, I'm picturing a wedding scenario. You're a little bit tipsy end of the night.
Oh, God, if you're going to steal one of my top... Fuck, if we cross over, and I was so confident we weren't.
Well, do you have a song by Dexy's Midnight Runners?
I don't, but fucking give it to me because
Okay,
I want one.
because fucking come on, Eileen. If this song comes on and you don't dance and scream at the top of your lungs, something
Kevin
is
Rowland, fucking
wrong
love it.
with you, my friend.
Bring it.
Come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. You don't even need to get to the lyrics.
Stop doing lyrics.
You don't even need to.
Do you
That's,
have somewhere to be? Is that what it is? What's fucking going on?
that's how good this song is. You don't
You know we
need to
did
hear
our
the
research
lyrics.
and we don't need to stop after 30 seconds anymore. Fucking hell.
Well, the payment hasn't gone through yet. I want to wait until we're fully cleared by APRA. But yes, we are getting full music licensing, so we will be able to play as much fucking music as we want in the next couple of weeks.
Too late for fucking Kevin Rowland and Texas Midnight Runners.
Tell you what, though, that you hear that song and don't dance, something is wrong with you, my
you're
friend.
Fucking broken human.
I think that's one of the ultimate drinking songs
I
out there.
love that song. In fact, I love that band. I've got that album. I've got.
Yeah, right.
They did their cover of Jackie Wilson said, "Oh, so fucking good."
All right, over to you for your number 4 then, mate.
All right. We're a bit full after all that pasta.
Well, your storytelling is next level, mate. I feel like
We've
I'm listening
moved
to
on.
like an episode of Reading
You know what
Rainbow.
you've eaten too much. You've drunk too much. You just.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Oh my God.
I know the feeling
You're sitting
well.
in a bar, but it's last drinks.
Yep.
The shitty where you're at, they fucking close at midnight. It's one of those shitty
Oh,
ones.
is it
why did
closing
you even-
time?
Why did you pick this place? It's the wrong place to be. You need to be at somewhere that's open till 3, but you're at a place that closes at 12. Barman's calling last drinks. What do? You take a leaf out of the book of the master John Lee Hooker and you order 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer. I gave you no preamble for that.
No, you didn't, mate. I'm trying
just
to
dropped you
furiously
into it.
trying to load up the song.
One bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 bill. 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 bill. Hey, Mr. Bartender, come here. I want another drink and I want it now.
That is fucking excellent. I don't think I've ever heard that song.
Oh, it's so best thing. I mean, John Lee Hooker's a fucking legend, but that's my favorite thing he's ever done.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
All about last call and just going, oh, fucking give me all of it.
I thought you were going to closing time, and I was like, fuck, that's not on my list, but it should be.
Was it like Third Eye Blind or some shit? Or
Yeah,
what was that?
yeah. Third Eye Blind. All right, well, on to my number 4. And I have a classic here. And it is another one that for me is both about drinking and great to sing while you're drunk. And it is by the master, Billy Joel, who is the only artist for which I have 2 songs on my
I was
list. Am I stealing one of
about to
yours?
say, if you no, you didn't. It's an honorable mention, and it was a last minute dropout because I thought of other stuff. But yeah, bring it. Yeah, it is. Woo!
Kiss, mate, it's 9 o'clock, my friend.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. A regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin.
It's a very disturbing image. I'm just picturing this old man with a glass of bourbon and gin, furiously thrusting in the middle of the bar. Like a American Pie style.
I believe it said making love, not fucking.
And then
Fucking is not a conjunction. He's making love to it. So I think we can assume it's slow and sensual.
and then Jim's dad comes in. He's like,
I mean,
"We'll
his
just tell your
balls are
mother that we
definitely
drank
in
it all."
the glass,
Oh, excellent.
I'm the biggest Billy fan. That's a fucking all-time great song.
I'm right at the dregs of my second glass of beer, and I have not had anything to eat today at all. So, all right, over to your number
know what you
3,
need?
my friend. What's that?
Another beer.
I probably do need to get myself another beer when this one's done. Over to your number 3, my friend.
No, where are we at to? The numbers are confusing me. I've got 4 more to go. This is
4.
I guess 4.
Have I
Number
fucked up
4.
the numbers at some point? 1, 2,
Probably.
3,
I don't know.
4.
You started numbering in reverse and then you flipped around halfway through. So you probably
I've done
confused yourself.
I've done 6, and you started before me. You must have done 6 as well.
I've done
Hang
1,
on.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which according to maths
Oh,
means
yeah.
I have 4 left to go.
All right. Over to your number 4, mate.
Yeah, it is. All right. This song, more than any song in history in Australia or in the world, because they have music outside Australia. It's not as good, but whatever. This
Is it
song,
the Angels?
No. Although, am I ever going to see your face if you're talking about sing-along songs? Okay, well, that's a different countdown.
Yeah, that's
no,
a different one. We'll
this-
do that at some point.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, we will. This song, more than any other, to me, feels like an Aussie pub. It's Flame Trees by Cold Chisel. It's by
Right.
far my favorite Cold Chisel song. I love this song. Is so evocative of an Aussie country pub and old friends coming together when they haven't seen each other for a while. It's fucking magical.
Can I tell you a
Roll it.
secret? I don't know. I don't know much Cold Chisel.
Well, then you're playing 3.5 minutes of this fucker. Roll it, B Dizzle.
Afternoon just passed me by. I'm just savoring familiar sights. We shared some history, this town and I can't stop that long forgotten feeling of her. Time to book a room and stay tonight.
Yeah, nice.
Don't fucking stop
I
it. Do you have somewhere? Do you have a medical appointment?
I don't want us to get sued, mate. We don't have the clearances just yet.
Oh, fucking, I will pay it tonight before it even gets fucking put up. Fucking Flame Trees, come on! I tell you
It's all
what,
right. By next time we do this, we'll be able to play as much as we want. 80% of the show can be music by
how
then.
long have I got between this song and my one, not the next one, but the one after? Have I got time to go and fucking pay the $200 and whatever dollars? Because I'll fucking do it so you don't shortchange me on my number 2, which I want in its entirety.
I tell you what, when we finish recording, we can play that song in full. We can just jam out, you know.
That doesn't help the listeners. Don't you care about the
No,
listeners?
but hopefully the listeners are doing the right thing and checking out the playlist, mate. They're just going to load up the playlist while having a drink themselves. It's ideal. It's perfect
Sometimes
for the listeners.
I feel like I don't even know you. All right. What's your next one, man? Come on,
All right.
surprise me.
So we're on to my number 4. I don't know if this is going to be a surprise or not. It's by far. Well, I do have a Lucksmith song on my shortlist. I don't think I'll get to it though. This song is the song on my list with the least lyrics. In fact, it has one lyric. Can you guess what that lyric is?
Is it Tequila by the Champs?
It's fucking tequila, baby. I don't know. Did I steal your thunder just then? Is this on your list or no?
No. What I was waiting for because I know, because this was on my list until very late in the piece, just how far you have to go before you get to tequila. And I was waiting to see how long you'd let your song play.
And I didn't, mate. I'm very cautious of the law, you know. No, great song. Again, I just think it's so dancey and it's so simple, and that's all it needs to be.
It's in the top 5 of things that people in a bar will just sing along to.
Oh, because it's so easy. All you got to do is drunkenly yell out tequila.
But everyone will do it at the right point. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
one of those things. So and that's why it was on my list for a long time, and
excellent,
painfully cut out.
All right, on to your number 3 then, my friend.
All right. We've gone past the point of nostalgia now in our evening. We're now getting a bit messy.
Yep.
We're getting Dead Kennedys, Too Drunk to Fuck Messy.
I love the storytelling in your list. It starts out, and not only does it start out classy, it gets classier halfway with fucking,
There's
the Rat
always
Pack.
A moment in every evening.
Well, I'm turning, you're out of luck. I'm rolling down the stairs, too drunk to fuck. I'm too drunk to fuck. You took a run to fuck. Too drunk to fuck.
That's excellent. That is an excellent choice. That's really, really good. Well, I'm gonna slow it down a lot because maybe I'll take a leaf from your book. Maybe I'll do some storytelling here. And this is the next day. This is the next day. You've been drunk. You're not drunk anymore. You're hungry for some breakfast.
Tell me it's t-shirt weather.
It's not t-shirt weather, but you're hungry for some breakfast. And where do you go for breakfast, my friend? You go to Tiffany's.
What?
Breakfast at Tiffany's is one of the most fun songs to sing when drunk. I have vivid memories of Topher and I.
I love this song. Tell me how it's a drinking song, though.
I have vivid memories of Topher and I drunk just screaming. And I said, what about breakfast at Kimmings's? He said, I think I have some meat pies left, if I recall. I don't think we ate them all last night. And I said, well, that's one thing we've got.
Just told me.
Our lines have come between us. Still, I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got.
That song is so great to sing when you're drunk. So, a song that didn't make my list but very nearly did was Climbing Up on Salisbury Hill, which is another one that I have vivid memories of Topher and I just screaming at the top of our lungs.
I'm going to go completely off on a tangent for a second, but have you seen the footage of the Gabriel concert he did? I want to say like 5 or 10 years ago. He was fucking old and bald anyway. But when he's doing Salisbury Hill, he's on a fucking bike and just the stage is in the middle. There's like people on all sides. He's in the fucking El Rondo or whatever the term is. And he is literally, while singing with a fucking Madonna mic, on a bike, just doing circuits around the stage. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking 70. I couldn't do that now.
Oh, legend. Man. Yeah.
I mean, Genesis champion was still good after he left, but that's another discussion that we'll have on
the Genesis were Genesis were Peter Gabriel. They were Peter Gabriel. Fuck Phil Collins.
No. You
fuck Phil Collins. All right, on to your number 2,
Top
my
10
friend.
Genesis songs.
All right, what you got for me at number 2? And give me some preamble so I can load it up.
All right, so now we are at fucking adrenaline second win time.
Yeah.
You've pushed through the shit from the rest of the evening. It's now about fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. The adrenaline's kicked in. You've had a couple of coffees. You're like, fucking rock on. Let's keep going. And the jukebox comes on, or the man at the piano starts playing. You know, I don't want to judge where you are in your evening. You could be at a piano bar. You could be anywhere. I don't care. But this song comes on. Every cunt in the room starts fucking singing. Sweet Caroline, Neil Diamond. If you don't start doing a ba-ba-ba, you're a fucking robot and I hate you.
I knew that this would make your list. See, I told you we'd have crossover. This 100% would have been on my list, mate.
Fuck yeah. Amazing
Where it
song.
began, I can't begin to know
it.
but then I know it's growing strong.
Even before you get to the chorus, this is sing-along worthy.
Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along?
All right, Dave, we're gonna take this solo. You ready? Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba.
Hands! What did you fucking hands? Touching
Yeah,
hands!
hands
What
touching
the
hands.
fuck?
Mate, who gives a shit about the hands touching? You want to get to Sweet Caroline. She's sweet. Her name is Caroline.
I'm crushed.
Oh, mate. It's all right. We'll jam out afterwards, I
Go and listen
promise.
to the song on the playlist.
Yeah,
Where it's
go to the
there.
playlist. Go to the playlist where we don't have to pay for the rights. And by the next
can
time
I
we do
say-
this,
Just to tie it in, get fucking some sort of movie thing in here. Beautiful Girls, the Ted Demme film, has the most amazing moment with this song, where they're all trying to fucking crack on to Uma Thurman. But of course, our man Tim Hutton knows how to play the piano. So
I gotta tell you,
starts this shit up. Oh,
I feel confident about winning a vote this week, but Sweet Caroline, that is a fucking banger. That alone could take it for you.
you must have some really good shit in your top two if you think you can win this week.
Ooh. Well, number 2 is one of the greatest fucking songs of all time, and it's one of the first songs that I learned. I would say it's one of the first soft raps. It's a white man rap.
Wait. Don't you talk about learning to play shit, because everyone knows that musicians are sexy, and if you start talking about knowing to play shit, you fucking go up the scale. Not having it.
It's one of the first songs that I learned to rap.
Here. One of the first songs you learned to hear.
But I still do not know the chorus to this song, but I can do every word of the verses, and it is
Vanilla
One
Rice.
Week by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, you made 3 days since the living room. I realized it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday, you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it now and watch the hoodwink. Does it make you stop think? You think you're looking at Aquaman? Or someone fish to the dish, though I let the chalet Swiss, I let the sushi, cause it's never such a frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes, big like Leanne rhymes, because I'm all about value. Bird can frisk got the man his. You try to match with, you try to hold me, but I bust. There is nothing better than busting that out when you're drunk.
You never samurai.
Excellent.
I love
Excellent.
the fucking Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, me too.
all
I'm a
their
big
albums.
fan. They are one of those bands that I often hear people be like, oh, one hit wonder. Fuck off.
Fuck
The
you.
Bare Naked Ladies are
Shoebox
hit
cunt.
after hit after hit after hit.
Oh,
Every
they're
single
so
song they have
fucking
ever
good.
written slaps. They are Canadian twee at its fucking best, my friend.
Yeah.
All right.
No, absolutely.
I've sworn at the listeners will
Back
laugh.
you. I didn't even think of this, but obviously, yes. I was thinking of songs you could sing along to drunk, not songs you want to sing along to drunk.
Yeah.
And it is a different camp, and I admit that.
All right. So are we up to your number 2 then?
No, we're up to my number 1, and I'm feeling very nervous now because that was a really strong fucking entry from you. But, and don't you dare cut this cunt off early. This one needs to play for a while.
I hope it's not what my number 1 is.
I guarantee you it's not.
Okay.
Is yours in German?
Is this 99 Luftballons?
No, didn't even think of that. No. My number 1 is Zan Klein Jägermeister by Die Tottenhausen.
Hang on.
Do you need me to like message you spelling?
I'm trying to search Spotify for this.
Hang on. I don't want to fucking shortchange this because this is the greatest drinking song all time. So I'm going to message you the spelling because I'm thoughtful.
I mean, it's all good and well to say we can play the music in live, but then like, I gotta be able to actually look this shit
all
up.
Right. I will give some backstory.
By Die Tottenhosken?
Yeah, it's German for the dead trousers. It's a German punk band. This is their probably least fucking punk song, but this is. Don't start it yet. No, I need my preamble, and then I need you to play it for like fucking 10 minutes.
I can't do that, but I'll play it from the top whenever you're ready.
No one is fucking hitting us up on a copyright infringement for the Tottenhausen's Zahn Kleine Jägermeister. It's not happening. I will pay the fines. I was introduced to this song by an ex-girlfriend back in the 90s. Beck, probably not listening, but fuck, wonderful. Love you for this. They are a German punk band, and this was much like Chub Thumping was Chumbawamba's sellout song that all of the hardcore fans hated them for. I think this was pretty much the same for Die Tottenhausen. It was their kind of sellout, let's try and make some money song. It charted and all the rest of it. But if any song makes you want to be in a German beer hall with 1,000 other people fucking raising a stein and singing along, it is this fucking song.
Drum lud sich zum Weihnachtsfest 9 Jägermeister ein.
Wait for it.
Zehn kleine Jägermeister rauchten einen Joint. Den einen hat es umgehauen, da waren's nur noch 9. 9 kleine Jägermeister wollten gerne erben. Damit es was zu erben gab, musste einer sterben.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty sick. That's pretty good.
It would be. Fuck me.
All right.
I'm redoing this episode when we have APRA clearance.
I'm torn because
the crescendo on that song is fucking sublime.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. The whole song builds. It is the ultimate beer hall song, neutered by APRA restrictions.
I'm a bit torn because I have several songs left on my list and they'd all be great choices. I thought we'd have more crossover, so I made a list of 20. I've already had Billy Joel, so I'm not going to use We Didn't Start the Fire, which is a fucking great drinking song. But I can't believe... I can't believe that you did not have this on your list.
Is this just fantasy?
It was close.
Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
I'm just a poor boy. No sympathy. Like, that song, you know, we all think of the classic Wayne's World headbanging in the car.
Oh, fuck off. We were singing along to that before Mike Myers did his freaking thing.
But that's what this song makes you want to do. It makes you want to headbang and jump up and sing along. And for a song that starts as slow as this does, that's insane. That's just absolutely insane.
Yeah. Oh, no. yeah, huge Queen fan. No arguments whatsoever. It's a good pick. It was very close to my list. I was toying between Bohemian Rhapsody, American Pie, and Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
I went, fuck it. Sweet
Yeah.
Caroline is in terms of everyone joining in a bar. For me, Sweet Caroline is that. But yeah, 100% great pick.
Yeah. Oh, it's just fucking great. All right. Well, how about we get to some honorable mentions?
The first encounter I had with that song was a slightly older friend of the family who's still my friend to this day. He's a fabulous guy, now classics scholar over at Oxford who reviews films and is very, very clever. But we used to sing that song to each other in Pig Latin. Called my prig.
Bohemian Bay Absidy Ray.
Dow he's Ned.
All right, how about we get to some honorable mentions then? Because like I said, I had a list of 20 and we didn't have any crossover in the end. So what are some honorable mentions on your list?
Where's my notes file? Let's just bring it up where I can see it. Alrighty, what didn't I have? One which would have been in my top 5 even, but is unavailable. There's a George Melly who is like a British vaudeville type performer. He had a song called "Give Her a Little Drop More," but what I wanted was the cover that was used in St Elmo's Fire. It plays on the jukebox. The entire bar joins in, like "Give her a little drop more," but the band that did the cover never released it. It's not on the fucking soundtrack. It's not available. Whatever. The George Melly version is this fucking shitty vaudeville version, so that never happened. So that annoyed me. I almost had "Little Old Wine Drinker Me" by Dean Martin. Hey Brother, Pour the Wine. I thought going too much into the sad fucker sitting in the corner while drinking was probably not, on point for this episode. So I discounted that. I don't know how, but I somehow managed to not have any Pogues on my list.
Oh, I love the Pogues. I'll have them on a future list for sure.
Streams of Whiskey, Dirty Old Town. I had a fucking Sally McLean. I had a whole bunch of Pogue songs and ended up not having any of them on the list. So fuck knows.
If we do a list of Christmas songs at some point, we might have to fight for a crossover there. Yes.
Obviously. At one point, I was looking at songs where the film clip involved drinking.
Yeah,
and I had "Smack My Bitch Up" by Prodigy. You'd appreciate this. Very close. The last one to be cut out of my 10 was "Blarney Stone" by Ween.
Yeah. Yep. Nice one.
Mollusk, which I'm sure you would know. That was a very late emission, and very close. What else? American Pie is one of the sort of sing-along type drinking songs. There's a fucking whole bunch of Tom Waits shit in here. Red Red Wine by Neil Diamond was another close one. Sweet Home Alabama, in terms of things that you
also on my short
you're
list.
fucking
Yeah.
drinking.
Yep.
Almost everything else, apart from Friday Night by Lily Allen, almost everything else. Oh, Ramble Tamble by Creedence. Why didn't I fucking put Creedence in there? Almost everything else is Irish St. Patrick's Day setlist shit.
Yep. Nice.
Of which there is a million. I don't think there's anything else. Cigarettes, Whiskey, and Wild Wild Women by Jim Croce.
Nice. I also had Sweet Home. I also had Sweet Home Alabama. I had Where Everybody Knows Your Name, the theme song from Cheers. We Didn't Start the Fire, Billy Joel. As a millennial, I had to have Damn It by Blink-182 in there, Steal My Sunshine. And of course, a song that I think could go on any playlist ever is Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen, which I think is one of the best fucking pop songs ever written.
You said a song that could go on any playlist. I thought, he's not going to say Call Me Maybe.
I literally have this in my like heavy music playlist because you're never not in the right mood for it. No matter what you think you want to listen to, the answer is always Call Me Maybe. All right, on to listen to the feedback then. On the Facebook group, we had Paul from the Countdown, absolute champion. He said, oh, yes, hopefully I'll get a vote from him. He said, Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen, can't count the number of times friends and I have drunkenly headbanged to this. Epic by Faith No More, and Show Me the Way to Go Home from Jaws.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Nice, I like that.
Josh Raglin on Facebook also said Tub Thumpin' Chumbawamba, which you alluded to earlier, Drunken Lullabies by Floggin' Molly, and Tequila by the Champs.
Nice.
Over on Patreon, Melanie by absolute champion. We love Mel. She said songs that we used to scream at the pub and that will all feature in the playlist when I turn 40 in a few years. 500 Miles. Fuck, that's a good one. Come On Eileen.
I feel
and Sex on
slightly
Fire.
sad about the when I turn 40 in a few years.
I think she's about my age. I think Mel and I are about on par.
Fuck all y'all. But yes, Proclaimers, bring it. Yeah, I love the Proclaimers.
And finally, Stuart Garside, also on Patreon, said his three are Tub Thumpin' by Chumbawamba, Sit Down by James, Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds, and an honourable mention to
all the awards.
and an honourable mention to Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode, which he calls Personal Cheeses.
Fucking doppelganger. Sit Down by James is everyone goes to Laid, but Sit Down is the best song fucking James. And I'm a huge James fan. Sit Down is their fucking best song. What else did he have?
Personal Cheeses by Depeche Mode.
No. In the main three, it was he had James and he had what did he have after James?
Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds. Another fucking great song. Yeah.
What a legend. Can we
Great
forget
song.
you and me? Give him the win. he wins.
Well, yeah, I will put these lists up for a vote. I'll put it on Patreon, Facebook, and X, and we'll see what bites. But thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed this. I've certainly had a shit ton of fun. And next week we're going to be back to movies though, because finally next week, mate, we are getting to a movie that for the last month you've been saying, "Oh, is that next week?"
It's gonna suck though, isn't it? Yeah.
What? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Fucking The Creator.
You think that's gonna suck?
Yeah, because I want it to be good, so it's gonna suck because the universe hates me.
No. Hopefully it's good. I think it's gonna be good.
You don't even like the director. I'm the one that likes the director. You fucking hate him.
What do I hate him for? No,
I don't know. I'm sure
didn't he do Godzilla? I'm pretty sure he did Godzilla. Am I thinking of the wrong person?
That's where you know him from.
Yeah, I fucking love Godzilla. I'm excited, mate. I'm excited. Anyway,
All right.
in the meantime,
excited. It's going to be good. I'm sure it's going to be good.
yeah. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all under the handle at We Watch the Thing.
Yep.
If you want to help support the show, you can do that at patreon.com/We Watch the Thing. You can hear more music chat over there.
Good stuff coming to Patreon soon.
That's right. And you've just made me listen to a Midnight Oil album as well, which I've never heard before. So we'll be checking that out.
Oh.
And if you want to get in touch with us, you can do that at We Watch the Thing or at wewatchthething.com or wewatchthething@gmail.com. I've had too much beer tonight. Have I said all of the things?
Sure.
All right. We'll catch you next
Find
week.
us.